Welcome to Wolf Field. Looks like we are getting on just at the right time. Had some technical difficulties here. This is Brad Bentley and Jared Morris and Bobby Alexander, and Lindsay is going to kick off. Wolves are going to receive. It is about to get started. So got on in just the nick of time here, didn't we, gentlemen?
Yeah, we got to work. We got it at running, so we're on. We're live. We're ready to go.
So here we go. Brendan Rawls with the fake. He's got a lane. Let's get going.
Go, Brendan. Go.
Brendan's at the 30, 35, 40.
You see him? He watched that number 15. He's like, come on, come hit me. I'm ready to go.
Freshman Brendan Rawls takes the opening kickoff. Nice return there. Started about the 20, got down to around the 40-yard line, so about 20-yard return there. And the Wolves will have first down, first possession of the game. Big game between the Lindsay Leopards and Davis Wolves. Lindsay kind of has been a thorn in Davis's side over the years, so this is one that I know a lot of Davis guys want this year. Not that we don't every year, but this is one that will definitely decide district standings.
Yeah, Bobby and I want this one, Brad.
I understand that. So handoff this time goes to is number 24. Lane Rawls on the carry. I know you guys have we've had some media group. We've had some issues with Lindsay in the past, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Broadcasting.
We got stuck on top of the press box one time.
Almost out in the parking lot
one time. Yep. So here we go. Wolves facing a 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep out on the edge, and he is going to come down pretty close to the first down. It's either going to be a first down or a 3rd and 1. Looks like it's going to be just a little bit short. So 11:08 to go in the first quarter. Wolves with their first possession, 0-0 ball game. Ball is going to be spotted at the 50-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1, I know what I'm expecting.
Yeah, here it comes.
Oh, not what I expected either, but nice little push that time by the quarterback on a silent count. I thought we were going to see a little fullback dive right there.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of waiting on, and that didn't happen.
Nope. I actually like what we did better on that one, right?
It's good to see number 4, Tough Hammonds, back out there. Left the game last week at Comanche with an injury, but back out there under center tonight.
Got a little knee brace on,
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 now. Wolves at the Lindsay 48-yard line. Hammond's in at quarterback. Handoff goes to 24 Lane Rawls.
The hammer, right up the middle.
Nice cut there by the hammer to pick up a yard or so. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. Ball's at the 47-yard line. Short gain on the play, maybe a yard. 2nd and 9. So flexbone formation this evening. Option out on the edge to Gamble.
They had a read on that one, Brad.
They sure did. Gamble just never, as soon as the pitch went, he just never had a chance to kind of get upfield. He's one of those kids that if he can build up a head of steam, he's a pretty powerful kid.
And they were really, and he and Tuff were real close together at that point. So
3rd and 14 after the 4-yard loss here. It's going to be 40. The ball went back to the Davis 48 now. 3rd and long. What do you expect to see here?
I don't know if the Wolves might go to the air here. It would make sense. But I know what we like to do.
Looks like we're going to run out on the edge. Lane's going to get out, come down at about the 49-yard line. So
back to the original line of scrimmage there.
So it'll be a 4th down. Now, Lindsay is really daring the Wolves to put the ball in the air. They've got 8 guys right in the box there, taking a play out of that Comanche playbook and do a lot of run blitzing. So Wolves back to a punt here. Lane Rawls' punt, nice high punt. It's going to hit at about the 25-yard line, 28-yard line. Let's see who that is.
That was covered up
number
by
45,
the polecat.
Polecat himself.
Spencer Clinton down the ball for the Wolves.
I got asked the other day, who gave him the nickname Polecat?
So that came through me and I'll call her out. That is Emily Cook.
Okay, there you go. All right, now we know.
If you notice, though, we've got some students wearing polecat hats.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I did not see that. That's
it's
spectacular.
You can see them, some of them down there in the student section. Band member and media member Dane Johnson also sporting a polecat hat.
Okay, short pass that time is a short pass. He's able to turn it up and get the first down. Going to have to tighten up the coverage. He had lots of room to move there. So 1st and 10 for Lindsay. Ball at the 37-yard line, their own 37. So 11 yards on that first down pass. So Lindsay's going to go with two receivers to each side, single back. Handoff goes to the single back. Flag down. Looks like I think that's going to be motion, so we're going to see. Yeah, before the snap. There we go.
While we got
illegal procedure.
While we got a second real quick, Brad, I had a chance to talk to Coach Greg Parker this week, and he asked me to shout out his uncle, Lawrence Crow.
Lawrence Crow, okay, cool.
Watches and listens to us every week, watching the Wolves.
Love to hear the fans out there watching the Wolves. Okay, the ball's going downfield deep. Overthrow. Overthrown that time.
I will say that was pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked good.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 15 from the 32-yard line. Well, let me take that back. How about 2nd and 15?
We'll take 2nd and 15.
Yeah. I'd rather be 3rd, but we'll take 2nd.
Yeah, you know. Oh.
So here we go. 2 receivers to each side. Single back is lined up beside the quarterback. Quarterback's looking to throw the ball downfield. Another pass there. He's going to be short of the first down, but a long completion. It's going to bring up a 3rd and manageable here. Nothing tricky there. Just hit his receiver after it came out of his break.
Right.
Hammond's back in coverage on that one. 7:49 to go, 0-0. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 now for Lindsay on their own 45-yard line. Handoff goes to the tailback. Tailback's out room to run. Comes down to about the 40-yard line.
Tackle made. Looked like by number 24, Lane Rawls.
So Lindsay on the Davis side of the field at the 40.
Gain of 15 yards for Vaughn. First down for Lindsay at the Wolves' 40-yard line.
Wolves again look to throw the ball, put the ball in the air. Got a guy down deep in bracketed coverage. Touchdown.
Wow.
Can't let that guy get behind you when you're bracketing him.
He's got speed, and Cody just couldn't quite get after him.
So touchdown by Lindsay on that 40-yard touchdown pass. And again, it's one of those things. Quarterback kind of broke containment, and I think the defense was worried about the quarterback taking off and kind of lost the receiver over the top.
Yeah.
But with 7:26 to go, Lindsay now leads 6-0 with the extra point to come. Low snap. Ooh, I thought the Wolves were going to get it, but they're able to complete it. And just like that, Lindsay now leads 7-0. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Dave. So 7:26 to go. Just like that, Lindsay is up 7-0. Again, Wolves are looking to do something with their second offensive possession.
Low kick.
It's going to be fielded this time by Rawls again. Rawls got a little bit of room to run.
Go Brendan.
Gets down to about the 35-yard line. It's fielded at about the 10, so nice return that time by Lane Rawls. Or Brendan Rawls, sorry.
Yep.
Return of 26 yards. First and 10 for the Wolves
First and 10
at the
now for the
35.
Wolves at the 35, looking to tie this ball game up. So Wolves did a pretty good job in the first series until the series started bogging down until they got to the other side of the field. Penalty killed it.
First and 10 from the 35.
I know we're going to see, right up the middle there. Got a hat on the field, too.
Nice run that time by number
24, Lane Rawls on the
Rawls.
carry. Gain of 5 yards to the 40-yard line.
5 yards, so that's what we
Second
need
and
on
5.
first down to stay on schedule. We did a pretty good job of it until we started getting some of those penalties. We gave up the sack or the loss on that option run.
Right. Words are hard, Brad. I understand.
It is, man. Apparently, can't talk. So here we go. Another handoff
Good
to
handoff.
Rawls. Going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, he definitely got the first. The hammer right up the middle. And, I mean, we'll do what it takes, punch him in the mouth and just keep going.
That's, again, it's if we're going to struggle defensively, and it looks like they're going to mark him short of the first down, right at the stick here. Oh, here we go. Now they're marking it a first down.
Okay.
But if we're going to struggle with him defensively, we're going to have to control the clock. So it's one of those things that we need a methodical drive here. 6:41 to go in the first quarter. Wolves now at their own 45-yard line, first and 10.
First and 10 Wolves at the 45.
Another handoff this time by Rawls. This one time it's Brendan Rawls, isn't it? It is.
Brendan, dragging number 7 from the Leopards with him.
Into Lindsay territory.
Nice run that time. Pickup of about 9 on that first down carry.
So he's dragging number 7, Brody Ramming.
Tackle for Lindsay, number 7, Ramming. Second down and short for the Wolves.
Second and 1 now.
Just outside the 45.
Ball is now on the Lindsay 45. Hammonds will keep out on the edge. Lead block
tough.
that time.
He got, dragged down, caught a nice hit there at the end, but tough leaning forward, getting a little bit extra.
Nice job of Lane Rawls that time, lead blocking for him. So first down now for the Wolves at the Lindsay 39-yard line. 5:36 to go in the first quarter. Lindsay leading 7-0.
First and 10 Wolves at the Lindsay 39.
Handoff goes to Lane Rawls again here.
That's going to be that's actually Brendan Rawls.
Brendan Rawls, I'm sorry. I'm going to call him Lane about 170 times.
It happens. Rawls. You could probably say Rawls and be safe.
Yep. You're probably right. Maybe that's what we need to do.
Already doing better on this possession, Brad, making positive progress down the field.
You bet.
Another handoff. That's to number 7, Trey Gamble. And they caught Trey coming around the corner right there. A little bit of a loss there. Third down. It's about third and 6 maybe. Scoreboard says 3rd and 5 still.
So I would think we're in 4-down territory here also.
Absolutely, Brad. I think so.
So 3rd and 5 from the 35-yard line.
Well, with a little over 4 minutes left to
go.
go.
Who jumped there? I can't tell if that was us or them. We do have the flag down. I think it was us.
I think it's going to be a false start, Brad.
Yep.
Oh,
he did call it on the defense.
So offsides on the defense. We'll take that. We'll take that first down in a heartbeat.
Just like that.
Or are they going to? They're going to mark us short for the first down.
They're going to mark us short of the first down, but it looks like it's going to be a 3rd and about
all right,
1.
fine.
Or 3rd and a foot.
Still 4-down territory.
So quarterback's just going to keep and fall forward. It's going to be another first down.
Mm-hmm.
To the 29-yard line.
29-yard line now. Good drive this time by the Wolves.
1, 2, 3.
3:58 to go in the first quarter. Wolves trailing 7-0, but the Wolves are threatening now at the Lindsay 29-yard line.
At the Lindsay 29.
Hammonds this time is going to hand off to Brendan Rawls.
Number 30, Brendan Rawls on the carry.
A lot of Rawls carries on this one, right?
Gain of 4 yards.
Just,
to the
I mean,
26.
it's what works.
Yep, gain of 4 on that. It's going to bring the ball down to, looks like about the 26-yard line now. Well, when we can pick up 4 and 5 yards on first down, it's going to be hard to stop us on second and third.
4 or 5 yards of carry, I'll take, especially on first down, like you said.
On the 26.
High snap, quarterback's going to keep, get out on
Tuff's
the
gonna
edge.
break out
Nice
on the corner.
job.
Good job.
Gets pushed out of bounds at about the 21-yard line.
I feel like we definitely mention him every week, but number 20, Cody Caraway, with a good block on that outside corner.
You also had Justin Eidelman out there lead back, and you had Gamble also kind of cracking down there. 6-yard carry there. It's going to be a third down and about 2 yards. Ball's going to be spotted at the 26-yard line.
Third and 1 from the 20-yard line.
Actually, the 20-yard line.
Just Duncan's deal. I'm not worried about it.
Oop, ball's out. We had the ball come out. Lindsay recovers the fumble, and just like that great possession is stopped.
Snuffed out. Oh, man.
At the 3-yard.
So
At the 23-yard line.
ball is fumbled. Lindsay will take over at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at the 23.
So first and 10 now for Lindsay after the fumble at the 23-yard line. That's a real momentum breaker right there.
It really is.
After a good possession where you're controlling the clock. Handoff goes to the fullback here, tailback. He's going to be brought down after a short gain.
Defense is going to have to shake that one off and go out there and make a stop.
On the carry, number 8.
Nice first down carry for them. Also picks up about 4 on that.
Second and 6.
Second and 6 from the 27-yard line now for Lindsay. Again, Lindsay, nice play that time. Pass was intended for 20, played very well by Caraway there.
That pass intended for number 20, and Register, and broken up by Cody Caraway.
So Register is the one that caught the long touchdown earlier, so it was nice to see Caraway play that one very well. So 3rd and 6 now. Lindsay in the pistol formation, 2 receivers to each side.
They just tried to get Lindsay to jump. Just tried to get the Wolves to jump off sides.
So roll out to the right. Ball is intended downfield.
First
down.
down.
We got to tighten our coverage up. We can't let them just pitch and catch out there.
And the defender ran right past him, left him wide open.
So he's going to pick up a first down and some, get the ball down to about the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10 now for Lindsay. Gain of 15 yards on that pass.
At the 42.
Quarterback looks to he's going to
take
roll
off,
out.
He's going to throw it.
So again, that time he's just kind of a fire drill where the receiver came back and opened up when there was a little pressure on the quarterback. Nice job that time by catching the ball again by 20. 20's kind of been that safety valve.
Registers where he's going every time.
It's going to be another 1st and 10. Ball at the 42-yard line of Davis now. Handoff goes to the tailback. Tailback's going to be dropped down after about a gain of 3.
Let's hand off to number 8, Jacob Vaughn from Lindsay.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 39-yard line. Again, Lindsay threatening again here after the fumble by the Wolves. This time we've got 3 receivers to one side, single receiver to the near side. Pistol look again, quarterback in the shotgun, running back directly behind him. Fake goes to the fullback. He's going to put the ball up in the air.
Yeah.
Ball was out of bounds. Kind of some contact there, but the ball was uncatchable.
Right.
So 1:18 to go in the first down. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 now. Ball at the 39-yard line. So just like just like Davis was in 4-down territory, I think Lindsay is as well here.
I'll agree with you, Brad.
So 3rd and 7 from their from the Davis 39-yard line.
So bringing the heat and just
Ball's
lucked out
dropped,
there.
but I'll tell you what, we had 7-yard cushion on that guy.
Right.
Luckily, he dropped the ball, but it's still going to bring up a 4th and 7. Looks like they are going to send their punt team on if they do intend to punt the ball. Seth Knapp in coverage.
Are we running?
So 4th and 7, 1:13 to go in the first quarter. Lindsay leading 7-0. Davis is going to play their traditional defense here. They're not going to put anybody back deep. Rugby kick this time.
Deep punt.
Good punt. It's going to hit at about.
It's going to hit right in the middle of the end zone.
So
we'll take a touchback on that,
yeah,
Brad.
we will.
Well, Brad, Wolves played some good we need to tighten up coverage, play a little better defense there. Got lucky on one.
Sure.
So now, we got to do something. We got a pretty full house tonight. We need to get this crowd in the ball game and not shoot ourselves in the foot.
Which, like I said, first 2 drives, we shot ourselves in the foot on both of them. Oh, there's a polecat hat I see down there now.
Oh, yeah.
Little gentleman on the sideline.
1st and 10 was at the 20.
One of our media students, if I'm not mistaken. That might have been the one you're talking about.
That's Cutter Gillihan down there.
So 24, Lane Rawls there with the carry. Nice cutback
nice
there.
carry.
Cut back against the grain. Picks up about 8, maybe not 8, 6 or 7, I guess, on that first down carry.
Looks like they're going to give him 6.
Gain 6 yards. 2nd and 4.
Ball's at the 27-yard line. Handoff goes back. This time is
that going to be?
Oh, ref got taken out there.
He's part of the field, Brad.
He is.
Part of the field.
Somebody blocked somebody into him.
They did.
It was very entertaining, at least for me. Hope you guys all saw it at home.
I think he could take it.
So 24 with the carry there. Picks up the first down.
I will say, tonight's ref squad is pretty beefy.
He is beefy.
20 seconds left in the first quarter, Brad.
Ball at the 31-yard line.
Yep. Bogged down right there at the line of scrimmage.
Yep. We're not fooled at all. New Rawls was going to get the ball there, and we're ready for it. So it's going to bring up a 2nd long.
That's the end of
the first quarter. And
That's the end of the first quarter.
so into the first quarter, Lindsay leading 7-0.
So, real quick, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to WOLF, the Howl media broadcast tonight of Davis Wolves football here at Wolf Field. Jared Morse, Brad Bentley, Bobby Alexander back here. Bobby and I, well, mostly Bobby teaches the media group. We got our kids out here running everything, broadcasting, so you can watch from home. We appreciate you joining with us tonight. And sticking with us. I know we've had some technical issues tonight, but I think we're running right now, so we'll take it.
Not sure where the issues actually lie. Maybe on our partner side. So trying to work through them. So just bear with us.
Who knows? We'll do what we can do.
5-4-9-4-1-3-0.
So this is the 16th meeting between Davis and Lindsay.
Okay.
Lindsay is one of only 3 teams that have played the Wolves more than 10 times that actually have a winning record. But Lindsay actually has a very good record against Davis. They're 10-5-1 all time. So
I've got to guess at one of those.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
That's Sulphur.
Okay, yeah. So the Sulphur is one of them. Can you guess the other one? Actually, they're one of 4 teams.
One of 4 teams.
Sulphur would be 2.
So
So you got 2 more.
So I know at least one. I think it's Purcell.
Purcell is also has a winning record against the Wolves.
And is it Kingston?
Nope. And it is somebody that recently the series ended with.
Oh, just recently.
Yep.
So would be Comanche?
Nope. It would be Heritage Hall.
Oh, okay.
So 3rd and 11 now for the Wolves. Actually, it's a 3rd and about 6. Ball at the 36-yard line. So 3rd and long here.
So stats, we appreciate
Boyd Fulton.
Mr. Boyd Fulton.
Last year's matchup was a 26-20 game. Good game all the way to the end.
Yeah, very good game.
Lindsay ended up winning, and it kind of split the positioning in the district where Lindsay finished 2nd, Davis finished 3rd, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this game decide that as well this year.
Yeah, right. You know, real tight again. Davis just tried to go up the middle one more time.
It's going to be
got a few yards out of it.
Going to be a 4th down here, 4th and about 3. Here comes the punt team. Ball's at the 39-yard line.
4th and 4 from the 39.
So back deep for Lindsay is going to be 21. Lane Rawls to punt here. Rugby-style kick. Good deep punt. Fields it. He's got a little bit of room to run here. Tries to cut back. Good job that time by the Wolves of kind of cutting off his cutback lane. He's going to be brought down at around the 35-yard line. So Lindsay will take over now at the 35. 10:33 to go in the second quarter. Lindsay leading 7-0.
We have a winner of the signed team football donated by John Hale of Hale's Funeral Home. And tonight's winner is Grace Amos.
So need to see a little pressure up front. We have not been able to get any pressure so far.
Get some heat up front.
Handoff goes to tailback.
Oh, gotta wrap up.
Oh, man.
Oh, and then just
tell you what.
You can't shove them. You got to wrap them up.
A couple guys had an opportunity to either limit it to no gain or short gain, and he's able to break through it and gets all the way down to the Wolves' 41-yard line. Or 45-yard line.
There were a couple tackles, Brad. I mean, they weren't tackles. It was trying to shove him over. That's not going to work.
So 1st and 10 on the Wolves' side of the field now after that long run.
Watching the pass.
Oh, lots of room for that quarterback to
take
get rid
off.
of the ball, and he does.
Threw a dart,
but it's going to bounce in front of the receiver, incomplete.
And Cody Caraway there to kind of get in the way, block the view of the receiver a little bit.
So threw it to the 3-receiver side, just tried to run the defensive backs out of the play and let that guy run a skinny post there, just unable to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
2 receivers to each side now, quarterback back in a pistol formation. Handoff goes to the tailback, but there's a flag before the play. Lindsay facing a 2nd and 10 from the 45. False start, illegal procedure. That's going to move him back another 5 yards. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 from the 50-yard line. So 2 receivers to each side here. Quarterback hands off to the tailback here. Tailback able to pick up about 5-6 yards on that carry.
Got back to the original line of scrimmage and a little extra.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 9 yards here. Mason Tomlinson in on the tackle. So 3rd and 7. Again, 2 receivers each side. Quarterback is going to drop back to throw. Quick throw a little bit before the receiver knew it was going to be there.
Yeah, I think a little miscommunication there. We'll take it.
So here we go, 4th and 7. Their
Looks
punt
like
team comes back
punt
onto
team's
the
coming
field.
on. Wolves, you can tell, getting ready to go back on offense.
So Justin Eidelman back deep to receive this punt. Lines up at about the 45 yards. The punter kicked the ball. So it's going to be deep in a Wolves territory unless we can get a pretty good return here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got here. So 9:28 to go in the first half. Timeout by the Lindsay Leopards.
This is Lindsay's first time out of the half.
Lindsay's first time out of the half.
Let's have another drawing.
Well, Brad, what do you think so far? I mean, what?
Well, it was rough early on.
Yeah.
You know, our defense has played a little bit better, and I'll tell you what, their quarterback hadn't thrown as well. So,
Right.
you know,
After that
early
first-
on, he was
first
on the
go,
money.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to, again, make him throw into tight windows.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think if we can do that, we can kind of limit his effectiveness. But
Right.
if we leave a big gap there and give his guys wide open, he can hit a wide open receiver.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please go to the press box.
Can't over pursue
Nope.
Cash, courtesy of
and can't leave that big of a cushion anymore because it's biting us every time.
So they're running the ball pretty well with the single back too, which is something we got to be careful about. If they're going to spread 4 receivers out there, we should be able to limit them running the ball.
Right.
again 5-4.
They got a good-looking line up front. A lot of big kids.
They do.
They've done a good job kind of controlling the line of scrimmage so far. We haven't been able to get any pressure, which is going to have to change as this game progresses.
Punts away.
Nice
High
high
punt.
punt. It's going to be fair caught by Eidelman. I'll tell you what.
That
he
defender
kinda
was a
got ran into
little
him, yeah.
close.
So Eidelman fair catches the ball. Wolves will take over. 9:21 to go in the second quarter. Wolves will take over at the 22-yard line. 17-yard line. How about that one? Even better. Hey, it's bad when the clock guy's got to tell you what the spot is, right?
Shout out to Todd Barnett for keeping an
Shout out.
eagle eye on the field.
That's
we appreciate
exactly
it.
right. We need somebody to do it.
I'm wearing glasses. Brad's just old. It's fine.
That's all right. It happens. It happens. First and 10 for the Wolves at their own 17-yard line. Fake
Good run.
option out
Go.
on
Go.
the edge.
Tough. Go.
Hammond's out
Cut it,
trying
go
to
up
pick up
the
what he
field.
can. Gets up to about the 32-yard line. So nice pickup for a first down there.
I was really hoping he'd get like an
Boy, if
extra
he-
step on him and be able to turn it upfield.
He couldn't quite turn the corner there. He's having to
Yeah.
run parallel to the line a little bit there, but still nice run.
Mm-hmm.
Brett was fans 1, 2, 3.
So 9:05 to go. Wolves at their own 33-yard line now, first and 10. Little fake option that time, kind of fooled Lindsay. Hammond's back in the flexbone formation. Handoff goes underneath to the fullback, and boy, they're keying on that now.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have to start changing up a little
Got to
bit.
do something a little different.
24 late Rawls on the carry.
That was Lane Rawls there. Yeah, I'd like to see us start, and we did it somewhat with that fake option. We're gonna have to start pressing the edges.
And bouncing it outside.
Either
yeah.
put the ball in the air, kind of spread them, make them go over the top, or spread it out on the edge and make them cover the entire field.
So like I said, they're loading up on the line and up front.
So second 10. Here we go out on
There
the
we go.
edge, and this is what we want.
Go, Justin.
So Eidelman makes the first guy miss, gets the ball down in first down territory on
Right.
the Lindsay side of the field. That's what we were calling for, and just like that, that's what happens when
Yeah.
all 8 guys are in the box.
And that's what helped us against Comanche last week. Comanche loaded the box, brought the run blitz, and then we were able to punch around it.
So Davis is able to get the ball down to the Lindsay 47-yard line. So 7:58 to go in the first half. Wolves now first and 10 at the Lindsay 47. Going back to the interior of the offensive line there, picks up a couple yards before he's brought
I
down.
don't think they'll give him forward progress, but
He didn't.
then there
he
was a
didn't
lot
get
of back
much.
progress.
Yeah. Well, they get pretty good spot if the guy working the stick there. He picked up about 4 if that's about 4 yards on that carry.
We'll take it for sure.
Ball's going to be spotted at around the 44-yard line. So second and 6.
Gain of 3, second and 7. From the 44.
Quarterback is going to go out on the option again. Ooh, there's a hold out on
Good
the edge.
cut. Oh,
I didn't
that
think
was a good little jump cut by Seth Knapp.
Seth Knapp there, the sophomore. We kind of got away with one there on the edge. It was
Yeah.
a pretty obvious hold, unfortunately. But so it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 6 after that short gain.
Looks like we got a change the quarterback real quick. Number 2,
Jake Parker in. There we go.
And I guess, like I said, you got to talk to Coach Parker a little bit. Boy, Jake played a great game last week. He was all over the field.
Going to come out in the heavy set this time.
Mm-hmm.
This one, Lindsay's formation is really
Parker's going to keep it.
It's going to be about a yard short or 2 yards short, but I
think we're 4 down again.
Hey, I'm there. I'm going for it on that. You know, Lindsay never did move their defensive line over. Kind of gave us a little bit of a lane. It's going to bring up a fourth and
tell you what,
fourth
Brad,
and about 3.
This game's been moving.
It has been moving
in a hurry.
Ball's at the Lindsay 40-yard line. Here we go. Big fourth down right here. Fourth and 3.
Parker's still out there.
Heavy formation again. Going to keep the ball again.
I think we got it that time, Brad.
Actually, Lane Rawls there is going to pick it up.
Hammer, and he did. He hammered somebody. He was coming through.
He rolled over the top of him at the end of it, too. Picked up a little extra yardage. So 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Nice job on 4th and 3 to pick up the first down. Ball at the Lindsay 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 Wolves at the Lindsay 36.
Davis out now in an offset eye, it looks like. No, it's traditional eye. Quarterback's going to keep out on the edge.
Nice
run
keep
that
by
time
Parker.
by Parker. Going to pick up the first.
Got the
and
first.
some.
Carried a few leopards with him. We'll take it.
Nice run that time by Parker.
Crowd's starting to get into it a little bit now as we move down the field.
Gain of 12 yards.
Gain of 12 yards on that carry. Wolves now at the Lindsay 24-yard line. So again, this was a drive that started at their own 17. So it's been a nice drive so far.
Right.
5:17 to go in the second quarter, and we talked about possessing the ball. This is what you want to do: long possession, go the length of the field, but we got to finish it, and that's where we're at now. Handoff goes to Lane Rawls again. Not a whole lot there.
I don't know what that was out there.
I saw him get put on his back there though. Nice block that time. So ball's going to be spotted at the 21-yard line, 2nd and 7. Parker still in at quarterback, still in the I formation here. Parker this time is going to hand off to Lane. Lane leaps over the field.
He skips right over the top of the line.
Somebody's head fell off right over their helmet at least. There we go. He's going to have to come out for at least one play.
And so, Brad, that's the second time 65's helmet's come off.
Tell you what, he may have a faulty chin strap.
It could be. That's a 65, Ethan Childers.
So 3rd and 2 now from the 16-yard line. So Davis threatening here, trying to tie this ball game up right before half. 4:04 to go in the second quarter.
Game burning right along here, Brad.
It is burning along. That's what we want, but we would like to possess the ball while that happens.
We'd definitely like to be up for it.
Parker here is going to keep it.
Go,
he's
Jake!
in the end zone.
Boy, and they bid on that fake to Lane Rawls, Brad, and Jake Parker right up the middle.
Hey, this is how good of a play it was. If you look out on the field right now, all the Lindsay people are pointing at each other like, where the heck that guy come from?
Yeah, and he did. He leapt like
Let's see what we got here, though. It looks like – okay.
It's
they are calling a touchdown.
Jake Parker with a gazelle-like leap over through the line.
Touchdown run by Jake
Prancing.
Parker.
It was nice.
So I don't know what the Lindsay coaches are upset about. There's about 4 of them on the field letting the refs have it.
Coach Inman's fired up over there. He's ready to go.
Let me rephrase that. There's 5 of them. Oh, nope, 6 of them on the field.
They're all mad.
Yeah.
So I'm not real sure what they're
I'm
fired
not
up
either.
about, but
we've got all 3 officials meeting in the middle of the field, other than our spotter. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. He's coming over to talk to the Davis coaches now.
Now I wonder if they're talking about the jump, because you're not supposed to. hurdle.
Yeah, where you gotta stay on the ground. Now you see a very animated Coach Parker.
Coach
down
Parker,
there.
yeah. animated, but, I mean, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's – okay, now I can hear him.
So again, you got what looks like they're going to call this touchdown back, but we'll see what they've already called the score.
I mean, they put the score on the board. I mean, and they told us touchdown.
So.
And I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
No,
Brad,
I'm not either. I think it's got to be. I think you were right. I think it has to be him hurdling.
Crowd getting fired up, getting in the ref's ear real quick.
Yep. So,
I think they just took the touchdown off the board. Timeout, Wolves.
So we're calling timeout, but well, I thought Parker was going to chase him down the field on that timeout.
Yeah, I thought he was too. Now,
so they're going to take the score off the board. So they're going to take that 16-yard touchdown run away, which I don't know what I can't remember what the down was when that took place.
No.
But I guess they're going to say it's third or fourth and short.
I'm not exactly sure. And that's one thing where, we don't have a speaker system for the white hat to talk up here.
Nope.
So
let's see what they're. Okay, so the ball's being spotted at the 5-yard line.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out what the heck's going on.
Well, we got local news up here trying to figure it out as well, I think.
Well, I'm glad we're all on the same page here.
We're all lost.
Hey, where's our sideline reporter? We need him to go ask Coach on the field what just
happened.
And
I haven't heard from him.
Oh, there he is. Look, he's turning on his microphone right there.
All right, tell us, Duncan, what's going on.
Let's hear it, Duncan.
So basically the gist from what I understand, Lindsay brought up, I believe it was the hurdle. However, Coach Parker was arguing, they already had put the touchdown on the scoreboard. They had already ruled it a touchdown, and you can't call it back. So that's what they're trying to argue. Obviously, didn't go in our favor, and I'm not too worried. I think we're going to get back in the end zone anyway.
Thank you, Duncan Harness, for that great sideline report. So here we go. It looks like they're going to mark a first and goal from the 5-yard line.
Brad, I think we're about to get our third man back here.
Are we?
Thank you to Duncan, our Wolf Media member Duncan Harness out there on the sideline for us.
Parker back in at quarterback. He's going to keep the ball. He's going to get in the end zone here anyway.
Yeah.
And then there's a late
got
hit.
It. We'll take it back. They're not going to call it, Brad.
But
no, that was the ball. Okay. Never mind. But we'll take that. We'll take our points back, and we'll hit them in the mouth again. It doesn't matter.
So I thought they might actually call a little celebration there, but here we go. Extra point attempt.
And at that point, I wouldn't fault them a whole lot.
So Eidelman here to attempt the extra point. Kick is no good.
Wide.
Just like that, it's going to be 7-6 now. 3:44 to go in the first half. Eidelman's kick is no good.
We'd like to welcome back to the booth a very worn-looking Bobby Alexander.
Big time Bobby Alexander.
I appreciate that, guys. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties through this stream. There is a high likelihood that we will be going back to YouTube next week. So bear with us. We're going to try to get through tonight. It's been a rough one. So
okay.
Hey, the good news is apparently the officials are also having a rough time. Put points on the board, then somehow took the points off the board.
Yeah,
which
I was a little puzzled by that one.
I mean, if anything, it sure hacked off a whole lot of guys in red up front of us.
Well, I don't know how do you signal touchdown and then take that off?
Well, and then the whole talking to all 6 of the coaches on the Lindsay side.
Yeah, man. I do not like that at all. I feel like this is a huge issue.
So 3:44 to go in the first half. Lindsay now leading 7-6.
So I just got a text from former Coach Schilling here at Davis. He just texted me. He said it probably was an inadvertent whistle. They probably blew the whistle when Rawls was tackled.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
Thank you, Coach Schilling, for that input.
So a little bit of a lane here. No pun intended.
I got it, Brad.
Yep. Lindsay's going to
get it. Looks like going about the
what's that? 37?
37. I don't know. I'm an English teacher, Brad. So I don't do math.
So I'm just now getting on here. Has Duncan been able to chime in a little bit?
We did get him once.
Okay.
We've
he
kind
told
of
us
ignored
what happened
him
in the play.
Okay. All right. It's good to have you down there, Duncan.
You can talk, Duncan. We'll let you have it.
Hi, guys. You know, it's nice to actually have some time to shine during football season.
Yeah. Well.
You need it. God, your grade is bad.
Yikes! Didn't have to put my business out there.
Ooh, there we go. Ball's in the air.
That ball should be going the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to say signal second down.
Oh, come on now.
Man, I don't like to be the one that's the naysayer and go
About
against
the
the
refs,
refs and
yeah.
everything. But, man, that's 2 times already tonight that, man, I just don't like it.
So here we go. 2nd and 9 from the 39 or from the 41-yard line. Quarterback rolls out, looking to throw the ball downfield. Pass is complete.
Now, I like that Justin put a shoulder into him, but I'm a big fan of throwing your arms around them and make sure they stay that way.
Yeah, we got to wrap up because if you got some strength, you're going to bounce out of that.
Well, I almost, kind of like wrapping your arms around him and lifting him out of bounds, and I'll give him a chance to get that foot down.
I mean, that's the old way we were taught. Put your shoulder in them, pick them up.
Pistol formation. Nice job that time.
Lane Rawls rolled him right
Hey,
up.
there's
now we got
a flag
flag
thrown right at the line of scrimmage.
Not sure what they're going to call here.
Holding. There we go.
We'll take it.
That's going to move them back.
I kind of like that whole not wanting to be the naysayer about the referees, but last week we can all attest that we had to play against not only the team on the field but the clock.
It was a little dirty. Yeah,
that left a bad taste in our mouth. So definitely want to see us get away from that tonight.
So the ball's going to be moved back to the Lindsay 49-yard line. Nice to see Colby England back out there this evening.
Yep. Yeah, I got to talk to him today. He was pretty excited about getting back on the field.
Get a little more depth out of there. So roll out.
There's more of that cushion, Brad.
Boy, we did. Hey, there's a flag coming out downfield.
I'm not sure what.
I
could
don't
be
know,
a block in the back.
Well, I think this is going to be a block in the back from the other receiver that was downfield, number 7.
Boy, we did not have a guy within 10 yards of that receiver, though.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be against Lindsay.
There we go. And maybe that's why we didn't have anybody within 10 yards.
It was a block in the back, so it almost looked like that guy kind of came off the sideline.
Yeah.
So maybe a little trickery by the Lindsay bench over there.
True story. One time in high school, I did run off the sideline and make a tackle on kickoff. I was late getting out there. He was running down the sideline. I did make the tackle. It was good. Yeah.
It's that Wewoka football.
Hey, I did get yelled at for quite a while.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you got a chewing for that one.
But the official didn't see it. So 2:35 to go, 7-6, Lindsay leading. They're going to face a 2nd and 15 from the Davis 46-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Straight handoff.
Fake pass, run right up the middle.
No,
he's still on his feet.
Boy, he's going to pick up the first down, and we've had about 4 guys miss a tackle on him on that.
I mean, we got, not wrapping up.
Blew his shoe out on the way through, left his shoe back there. Gain of 16 on that. Nice run by that young man, but so 2:25 to go. We got a timeout getting called right there, and I don't think Parker is happy at all about that attempted tackle.
No, I think that's the whole thing there. That's not something we're used to seeing. That I, as an OU fan, I can scream about it for years.
Yeah,
that we like to just hit somebody and expect them to fall over. Not a whole lot of wrap up and driving to the ground. Not something we're used to seeing with this Davis defense. So I would imagine he is, and you could see him very animated out there. Looks like he's a little upset.
I had a high school football coach that called that a primetime tackle.
Yes.
Because Deion Sanders, heck of an athlete, he didn't like to wrap anybody up.
This is very true. Very true.
fall in front. Hopefully they fall over.
Yes.
You just got to fall into their legs, right?
I don't know if Dion ever did that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
He's in the Hall of Fame. There's going to be something to it.
So maybe he did something right.
He did something right.
Just not tackle.
Number 24, Lane Rawls. You just won $24 cash, courtesy of Woodsman.
So here we go, 2:25 to go. We need to get off this field, go into the half, trailing by 1 here.
That would be excellent.
So 3 receiver side again. We've kind of struggled with the trips formation here this evening for some reason. So see if they go back to that side or they go to the single receiver side. They're rolling out. He's looking downfield.
Got a wolf in his face and just threw it out of bounds.
Hey, and that's what pressure causes right there. For the first time, we got a little pressure, and he had no chance of completing that.
And, well, I mean, we had pressure, and we had decent coverage that time.
We did have coverage downfield. Hammond's in coverage on that one. Did a good job. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10, again from the 30-yard line. Quarterback's going to hand off to the tailback again.
He just cracks right through the line. Yeah, real nice run.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3. Ball at the 21-yard line. 3rd and 2, actually. Goes back to the tailback there. They're going to spot him as a first down.
Yeah, he got the first down, but still a good tackle.
Nice tackle, limited what he was able to do.
Yep.
Minute 49 to go before halftime here.
First down for Lindsay.
1st and 10.
1st and 10.
At about the 18-yard line.
19-yard line.
Quarterback rolls out, throws it into the dirt, incomplete pass.
Duncan, as the quarter starts to wrap up here, what are you seeing down on the sideline?
So, I think Davis coaches, they're a little upset with the refs. I think a lot of what the conversation for the team is going to be going into the locker room, it's probably going to be a whole lot of gaining momentum and keeping momentum. We've started out strong on a lot of drives and then made some mistakes and had some bad plays that resulted in turnovers and things like that.
Right.
It's offense pretty strong. Defense need to get a little less cushion, getting a lot of yards over top. And I think it's going to be a lot of that going in the locker room.
3rd and 8 now. Quarterback's rolling out. Look, he's going to keep here. He's going to be
pushed out of bounds.
Actually, I think that will be a loss or right at the stick again. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. 1:15 to go before halftime. So that's going to put some pressure on them now. It's going to be a 4th and 8.
If we get a miss here, a block or anything, a minute 15, the way Parker kind of drove that last
I think they're going to try and kick a field goal.
Yeah.
They are lined up to try and kick a field goal.
I think Parker, that's a decent amount of time for Parker the way he drove down the field last time. So
the gentleman in here at the clock, Mr. Sean Barnett, was telling me the deep snapper is the quarterback, or the holder is the quarterback, I should say. So we got a timeout by Lindsay. So, again, 1:15 to go. Oh, he did I did hear Mr. Barnett correctly. He is saying the deep snapper is the quarterback. So we got a timeout by Lindsay here. 1:15 to go before half. Lindsay leading 7-6. Good first half.
I think we kind of expected this. We expected it to be a good game, hard-fought game. I'd like to see us tighten it up on that coverage, kind of like Duncan alluded to, maybe not giving up those plays, those short little out routes and things.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think we saw some changes in that last drive offensively that should make us feel pretty good going into the second half.
Seen some good changes defensively and offensively so far.
So I'd like to interject real quick. Obviously they're lining up for field goal. After this, I think our offense has enough drive in them, enough motivation left them for this first half that honestly I think we have a very good chance stomping down this
field goal attempt is up and it is going to be no good.
All right,
a lot of pressure there.
There you go.
We got you, Duncan.
Yeah, that just fuels the momentum.
right there. And I think I'm going to agree with Duncan. I kind of said it a second ago. I really think with those changes offensively and the way that Jake Parker, that is, led the offense on, that last drive, man, I think we can go down and score this game right here.
So minute 15, Davis trailing 7-6. This is where I like to see us put the ball on the edge, see what we can pick up. If you make enough yardage, then you see if you can try and put one in the end zone, and if not, you go into halftime trailing by 1. So Parker back in at quarterback. Parker's going to keep it out on the edge. I'll tell you what, that was a face mask right near the face mask there. Gain of about 6 yards on that first down play. So we're going to let that clock. It looks like we're okay going into halftime here. May have a couple more plays before halftime, but in no hurry to get downfield here.
Usually we're pretty conservative right here, Brad, but I would like to see it move down the field a little bit more.
Well, that's what I said. I'd like to get it at least out on the edge. If something there, great. And then maybe you take a shot at it, and if not, you just go into the half. It's Parker under center this time. Quick snap up the middle. Goes to the fullback there.
I'm a big fan of throwing the ball here.
Yeah.
But, I don't think it'll happen.
1st and 10.
But I like it.
We can all agree.
Number 30, Brendan Rawls there on the carry.
Thanks, Duncan.
So 17 seconds, and again, this clock, we may get one more play off here. Parker will stay in at quarterback. Better hurry if we're going to get this off, or we're not going to get it off. We're not going to.
Nope.
So that's going to be halftime.
That's halftime.
You can see Coach Parker out kind of telling him, hey, no, let's not do anything. I
Right.
think right now with the few little mishaps that we've had in that first half, Coach Parker's willing to go into this locker room down 1, ready to come back out and play second half.
So here we go. 14 and a half before the second half here. So
Yeah.
So we're going to break for halftime. We will be back right after half. Hopefully you're watching this game because it's a good one, 7-6. This has been the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. Brad Bentley, Jared Macho Man Morris, and Bobby Big Time Alexander. We'll be back after half.
All right.
The band is right on the field by drummakers Lindsay and Smith. Tonight they will be performing their show, Concordia, the Fight for Unity. Drummakers, is your band ready? You may take the field for your halftime performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Lindsay. gentlemen, entering the field with the west sideline, Davis High School proudly presents the Davis High School Marching Band. Our band directors, Mr. Samuel Key. This year's drum major, Sarah Humphrey. Drum major, is your band ready? You may take the field for tonight's performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the boom! Right of the arbiters, the Davis High School Marching Wolves Band. Leadership Murray County is selling raffle tickets for their group project. Tickets are $5 each.
Oh, no, yeah, he is on there. Let's see if 30's on there.
There will be 3 winners.
How about 32? He's on there. Hey, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a brand new one, buddy.
You get your choice of a load of gravel, an artesian gift package, and a gift card package with 13 cards. Again, that's Leadership Murray County selling raffle tickets for the group project, $5 a ticket. 3 winners, choice of loaded gravel, artesian gift package, and a gift card package with 13 cards. For more details, see any member of Leadership Murray County.
That's where those came from? You guys ordered? Yeah. Okay. And so I told him, I was like, dude, just own it, man. Don't get mad about it, just own it. No, that's right. They're repping you. Exactly right. We also have we have one for the wolf to wear, and we also have a flowing, well, it's just locks, Levi Baxter wig. It's a massive Rambo wig. They got it down there. Oh, they got it down there. They're going to put it on the wolf at some point. Yeah.
So we are back, minute 35 to go before the start of the second half. Lindsay leading 7-6 in a very tight ball game. Lots of ebbs and flows in this game. A lot of going up and down the field, resulting in no scores for both teams.
You know, it's been kind of a roller coaster ride for both teams, really, kind of ups and downs and things like that. But I really I feel like we scored not long before half, held them, forced the missed field goal. And really kind of had some momentum going there. Picked up a first down before the clock just ran out. We were, totally cool with going in down 1 point to halftime. I expect us to come out. I'd like to see us stop them this first one. I know Duncan was just up here talking to us, and he felt like that if we held them the first one, it would really open this up for the second half. I agree with him. I think that will make a huge statement for the rest of this game if we come out and make a stop right here.
It'll be interesting to see what adjustments are made by both teams here coming out in the second half. So I liked what we saw from from Parker at quarterback too. He was really a change of pace. I really liked what he offered us there in the second quarter. I thought that was an interesting change of pace, and I thought it paid dividends, especially with Tuff being a little limited because of that hurt knee.
You know, he got hurt last week. You don't know if he's really 100%.
Sure.
You know, I love Tuff. Tuff's a great kid, but right now, Parker seems to give us that little bit of extra oomph. You know, maybe a little. I don't know that I would say he's quicker. He's got a little bit more.
Got a little more strength to him.
Got a little more strength to him. He can kind of push that line a little bit if he has to. You know.
And in a worst case scenario, he still gave Tuff kind of an opportunity to kind of get some rest there.
Yeah,
kinda
get a
heal
breather.
His knee up.
Yep.
You know, again, it's not putting as many hits on that knee, especially when you kind of got that wounded limb. It's hard when you're playing a lot of series.
Yeah, absolutely.
On offense and defense.
Yeah, I agree. So it's good to see. You know, and Tuff was out there, you know, on defense the rest of that half. But I do think that I kind of agree with Coach Owens and Coach Parker that right now, you know, Jake kind of gives us that little bit of extra edge that we need. So
Wolves will kick off here in the second half. Back deep to kick for the Wolves is going to be number 9, Jackson Bonner. So now the one thing I will say about this is the Wolves have been kicking the ball deep instead of that directional kick up, and just like that, they kick directional on me, right? Kick to the far right sideline. Ooh, he's got a little bit of room to run there. Going to be brought down at about the 43-yard line. Lindsay will have their first possession of the second half. So they're going to mark it at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10.
You got a little away cooking there on that call.
They did. I didn't think they got. I don't think
they got that far.
Me neither. But so we got twin receivers to each side. Handoff's going to go to the tailback again. Played a little bit better up front that time by the Wolves. They really bottled up. He had to kick it out. It was intended to go over the guard. He had to kick it all the way out to the tackle to pick up what he could there.
It was better up front, but I will give it to Lindsay's backs thus far. Man, when they hit it, they forced their way, and they kind of imposed their will, pushing the line a little bit. So
gain of 3 on that first down play. Quarterback drops back to pass. Ball is intended. Ooh. I'll tell you what, played very well by Tuff Hammonds there.
Yeah,
we talked about Tuff. He played that one perfect.
Great. He was really up against his defender. I like that more so than that little cushion sometimes we see him.
Yep.
It looks like the defense as a whole is really sucking that, down to almost no space between them and the receivers. So I'd like to see us keep that up.
So 3rd and 7, and again, Lindsay goes back to that trips formation to the near side, single receiver to the far side, pistol look out of the from the quarterback and the tailback. Quarterback's going to roll out to the left, gets rid of the ball, 20 with the reception there. Not bad coverage, just a nice play.
Bad. Not nearly the amount of cushion that we've seen him been given, but still just enough. That quarterback has been, doing that all night long. He sees a little bit of space and is able to get the ball in there. If you get pressure on him, though, he's shown that he does struggle to make that pass.
Wolves did bring a couple linebackers in coverage or on the blitz that time, just unable to get to him. Okay, tailback is going to run the ball again. Number 8's been a good back for them.
Yeah, he's got to be a tough, strong kid because he has been getting that first contact and still getting a couple of yards after that first hit.
Gain of 5 on that first down carry. They're going to pay 2nd and about 5 at the Wolves' 35-yard line. Okay, they're now in that formation to the opposite side. Nice job that time by Eidelman, kind of submarining him, not ever really
taking his
him
legs
going.
out from under him, and basically he was able to kind of stay on his feet a little bit and tried to keep going, but by the time he was able to kind of get his feet back on the ground, he was already being hit by 2 other guys. So great job there by Justin by breaking that initial start up.
3rd and about 4 now from the Wolves' 34-yard line or 33-yard line. Again, still in that trips look, now on the opposite side, tailback to the same side. He's going to roll out, looking to go that way. Ball put up in the air, played again very well by Hammonds. Again,
read the quarterback's eyes, saw the pass, saw where he was going with it. I don't know that the quarterback ever looked anywhere else, but Tough able to get up and knock that ball away.
Nice pressure up front by Parks there to make him get rid of the ball.
Yep.
That's going to bring up a 4th down now, 4th and about 4. Big down right here for the Wolves.
I would, being where they're on the field, I expect them to go for it right here. I'm expecting a run from their back.
From 8.
Yep.
On the weak side is kind of what I would see them doing, going away from his 3 receiver side. Let's see if that's what happens. Okay, so he is now going to line up beside the quarterback. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. Ooh, high snap. High snap. Quarterback's going to roll out, and he's going to try and get rid of it, but he's going to be dropped.
I was watching to see if we were going to get a flag there.
I thought it might be a horse collar.
Thought
now,
it might
looked
be a
like
horse
he got
collar.
the jersey.
It looked to me like he had the jersey, but you never know what the ref's going to see. Great job there. Muff snap and just go get him. So
Wolves will now take over, and Parker is back out at quarterback. So Wolves will take over now at their own 45-yard line after the turnover on downs.
I think we got to say good job, Duncan, by calling that coming out.
That's exactly right.
What can I say?
Yeah.
I'm just that good.
Yeah, it's a good job.
Okay, let's turn his mic back off. Oh, ball's down on the ground, and just like that, I think we just gave it back. Okay, your mic can go back on now, Duncan.
Not exactly what we wanted to see, but I think this is where you're going to have to show composure. We made the mistake. Now we have to just, okay, let's go back, play defense again, hold them again, and get the ball back.
So second turnover for the Wolves in the game. Had the fumble also in the first half. That's the one bad thing when you get a quarterback that may not have as many snaps with that group of tailbacks. Nice job that time of undercutting the play by number 8 right there for the Wolves.
That is one thing, kudos to the quarterback. He has made some good passes this evening, but I don't know that I've seen him look through a progression of any kind.
He's usually going to his first.
Going to his first one no matter what. And so as long as we pay attention to that, I think we'll be okay.
Ty Barnett there undercutting that. I thought he might get him another pick, but just short. Okay, tailback's going to keep it here. I got kind of drug a couple guys there. Britt was the initial one in on the tackle, and kind of finished off by Parks and a couple others, but that's going to make a very 3rd and manageable, what was going to be a 3rd and long.
Yeah,
so 3rd and 1. Ball's down to the 36-yard line now.
To the 35-yard line, 3rd and 1.
Just a straight handoff to the tailback. And, again, we've got to wrap up. We tried to just come hit him with our shoulder pad. That's not going to work against this kid.
22, Drew Parks on the stop.
So 9:06 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 now for Lindsay at the 31-yard line. Quarterback drops back to pass. Got a little pressure up front by Levi Baxter. He's going to roll out of the pocket and pick up what he can. Lane Rawls there with the tackle.
On the keeper, 24, Lane Rawls.
Nice job that time by Baxter getting some pressure and getting him out of the pocket, making him make a quick decision and tuck the ball.
A gain to the 23.
Still a big gain. It's going to be a 2nd and 2 from the 23-yard line.
For the Wolves, 23.
Little zone read this time. Quarterback's going to keep. He's going to pick up the 1st down.
Number 1, Barrett on the carry.
Again, had another one of those tackles where we're just throwing the shoulder pad. That's not going to work.
And I'm be honest, Brad. I am shocked to see that as much as we have tonight, because that's not a typical thing that we see with these Wolves. So.
No, and if you're playing a team with a tailback that's got some power, it's
just not going to work.
Either you better be a whole lot bigger than him, and unfortunately, we're not a lot bigger than most of the teams we play. Handoff goes to number 8 again. He's got a lead back in front of him. Got the 1st down and some. Going to be brought down at about the 5-yard line. Again, that turnover is a killer after a nice stop on 4th down. Now Lindsay will have 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
to the 6-yard line, gain of 12. First and goal at the 6.
Handoff goes to the tailback again, and he's going to score.
A 6-yard touchdown run. Number 8. Jacob Gall.
So just like that, it is now 13-6 with the extra point attempt to come. This is where we need to see a stop here on the extra point attempt.
Yeah,
Make it a single score game.
Yep.
Or a 7-point game.
Yeah, I was going to technically still a single
Yeah,
score
no,
game.
I
but,
gotcha.
yeah.
I'd rather have the 7-point disadvantage than an 8-point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see what we got. This kicker missed the field goal right before half, so we can get a little pressure on him here. And we did get a little pressure. He did get it up. Nice job that time of Britt, making him really put some leg into it. But just like that, he is able to hit it. And now Lindsay leads 14-6.
So I'd like to just go ahead and say I think our defense significant improvements compared to first half.
Okay, 7:28 to go in the third quarter. 14-6, Lindsay leading. Holy snikes, the cheerleaders just threw a shirt, and I thought it was going to go through the window and hit you, Bobby.
Oh.
It landed right in front of us.
Right here.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what happened to our co-part,
Mr. Morris. I haven't seen him in a little while. Hopefully he's okay somewhere out there.
Oh, there, just like that, I get a text message. It's probably from him. Or maybe you got a text message.
I believe that was me. I was,
So here we go. Wolves looking to return this kick back deep. You've got Brendan Rawls and Cody Caraway. Lindsay kind of in a squib kick look where, they've got they're on 80% of one side of the field. They're going to kick it down the sideline. It's going to be fielded by Rawls, the freshman. Brendan's got a little bit of room to run. He is at the 40, 45, 50, cuts back across the field at the 40. Nice return that time by Brendan Rawls.
I don't think many teams understand how fast he is.
Well, he's a strong kid. You can't arm tackle him. We talked about the number 8 for Lindsay, but Rawls is every bit the runner he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both Rawls.
Yeah, both of them. And the thing is he's so sneaky fast because a guy that big shouldn't be that fast. And so he was able to turn those on and get upfield before they even realized what was happening.
So Wolves now on the Lindsay 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Parker's handoff goes to Lane Rawls this time. Short gain. Gain of about 1 on that first down carry. One thing I will tell you is I am seeing a lot of guys on that Lindsay front that got their hands on their hips already.
Yeah, I only hope that continues.
Me too.
Because that just, works into our favor as this game gets later and later.
So 6:47 to go in the third quarter. Wolves trailing 14-6. Parker's going to keep it out on the edge, fakes the option, picks up about 4 on that run. It's going to bring up a third down and about 3 yards, I believe. 3rd and 4. Ball's at the 33-yard line. So got to capitalize. Got a nice return there. Got onto the Lindsay side of the field. Now let's see if we can put some points on the board. Get the momentum started shifting our way here. So 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4. Big down this time. Ooh, looks like we got him to jump.
Right there. That's exactly what we needed.
Hard count. Got him to go.
We got caught on the hard count a couple of times last week.
Against Comanche, yeah, it kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, again, not something that we were seeing. And us flipping the script this week and forcing other teams to get called for that. So it's a good thing to see there.
So 1st and 10 after that 5-yard penalty. Wolves threatening again at the Lindsay 28-yard line now. Wolves still in that flex bone look. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Nice run that time on first down to pick up about 4 yards. Fake the handoff to Rawls. They're still keying on Lane Rawls. Anytime they're even looking like they're going to hand off to Rawls, you see those guys kind of converging on him. So Parker with the right call there and just keeps the ball himself, picks up what he can. Ball's at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 7 from the 25.
Quarterback's going to keep again. He's out the infield, knocks his own man out of the way, says, get out of my way. I'm going to. Nice run that time by Parker.
Yeah, if he hadn't run into his own teammate right there, he probably scores.
Atlas fans, 1, 2, 3.
So that was TJ Scott in on the assisted tackle.
Yeah.
Just kidding, TJ.
Kind of.
Actually, he was doing a good job trying to block his man
Yeah, he
downfield
was.
is what he was doing.
I think Jake just saw him about the time he hit him.
Yep.
So
here we go. Same formation this time. Kind of an I formation. Handoff this time goes to number 14, which I believe that's – boy, I don't want to tell you wrong. I think that's Seth Knapp, but let's make sure. 14 is actually Tyson Moss.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Tyson. Seth Knapp is 17. I forgot.
Yes, that's true. We should remember that from his first couple exciting games.
We should
this
have.
year.
You bet. So good job this time of controlling the clock. We've got a 2nd and 9. Or actually a 2nd and goal. So let's see what we're able to do this time. Quarterback is going to keep. He's got room to run again. Touchdown.
Great job
Just
there
like
by
that.
Jake, letting the play happen and then finding the open gap and walking in almost untouched.
And I don't know if you saw the Lindsay defense. There was about 4 guys on the ground, and all 4 of them got up real slow after that play.
Yeah.
So they got pushed around up front, which is what we need to continue to happen. So now the Wolves are going to go for 2 here, trailing 14-12. Again, 3:44 to go in the third quarter. Wolves have found something that's working very well against Lindsay, though, and that's the straight quarterback run game.
And again, that goes back, Jake having that little bit of an extra oomph, a little stronger, able to push that lineman he needs to. But that time, he didn't have to make any pushes. He literally saw the play open.
So 2-point conversion here, double tight ends for the Wolves. Again, he's going to get in the end zone. That's 2, 14-14 now.
Yeah, same play.
Same play.
Let the play happen. And the Davis Wolves playing a little Moses right there, parting the Red Sea for him. And Jake able to walk in seemingly untouched.
Nothing real tricky there. Went double tight ends, use their backs as lead backs for the quarterback, and just move the pile, which is what you got to do. So with 3:44 to go in the third quarter, this is a tie ball game now.
Yeah, it really quieted the opposing side.
Sure
now.
did.
We've already talked about it. You could even don't look on the field. Look across the field at those players with their helmets off. Already looked gassed. And there's still a lot of ball game left.
You bet.
And our boys, they're up ready to go. So I'm anxious to see how much that plays into the last quarter of this game.
So the big uglies up front that time did the job, right?
Did their job. They parted the Red Sea. Like I
two
said,
tight end set. We had Polecat out there blocking down.
Polecat blocking down. It's good to see him out there doing his job. Kobe did his job on the line. Levi Baxter. Kudos, shout out to those guys up front for making that hole for Jake to just walk in.
We need more of that, right?
Absolutely.
So kicking off for the Wolves will be number 9, Jackson Bonner. Bonner's deep directional kick's going to go out of bounds at about the 27-yard line, 25-yard line. Let's see where they mark it here. He does have one of the guys up here said he has a pink flag, and they're exactly right. He threw a pink flag down there. We got a penalty on. It's the out of bounds kick.
Yep.
They're going to have us re-kick it looks like. So Lindsay is going to have us re-kick the ball, move it back a little bit, and kick it again. So, again, trying to pick up some extra field position here. Parker out on the field giving Bonner a little direction
talk
here.
About, and, you know, Brad, I know you and I have been to the junior high games a lot. He constantly is telling those guys all the way through, hey, this is where we want this kick to go.
I like to think myself that he's pointing at people he wants them to kick it to.
Yeah,
He's like, hey, that kind of like the old water boy.
Well, yeah.
He's
exactly.
like,
That's
kick
exactly
it to that guy right there.
Yep.
It's probably not what's happening, but I like to think it in my mind anyway.
Yeah, well, you know, we could always hope. That old, there's my guy.
That's the one right there. See the guy sweating real heavy?
Yeah,
That's who we want to throw it. That's who we want the ball to go to. That one right
shaking
there.
in his boots. That's the one you want to kick at.
Oh, going to kick opposite side this time. Go get it. Oh, he's going to be fielded. Nice kick. They were not ready for that at all. They were all lined up on that opposite.
Good job by Lindsay's number 15 to get over here and just foul on it because, man, there was a bunch of Wolves coming for that ball.
Nice kick that time. So Lindsay will take over at their own 37-yard line.
That's a great job by Davis there because they did get moved back and had to re-kick it. But really, they're starting about where they have, you know, on most of our directional kicks anyway. So
maybe a little bit better.
Yep.
So trips receivers to the far side. Handoff's going to go to 8. And again, it's not. Hey, there we go. We wrapped up that time, and that's why we
delayed wrap up. But he still wraps him up and holds him and allows him to get some help and get that guy to the ground.
Britt and Moore in on the tackle there, and also Parks. Again, because if you can wrap him up and at least slow him down, you got the rest of your teammates will come to your assistance.
Yep.
So gain of 1, ball at the 39-yard line. So 2nd and 9. Quarterback drops back to pass again. Ball's intended for 20. Undercut that time. Beautiful play by Cody Caraway.
Yeah, good job. I'm going to give a little kudos to the receiver, number 20, who
he played some defense.
Had to play some defense and basically popped Cody as the ball was hitting Cody's hands.
Caraway, you know, so 20 had some luck early, but I'll tell you what, Caraway's really shut him down here since that early success. 2 receivers each side this time. Quarterback drops back to pass again. Got a little pressure up front. He's going to get dropped for a sack.
Yeah, you really starting to see that momentum swing. Those guys are getting pushed around up front. We already talked about it, putting their hands on their hips, sucking air, and now the Davis defensive and offensive lines are kind of getting to manhandle and have their way with this Lindsay team.
So after that 3 and out, Wolves are going to get the ball back. Justin Eidelman back deep. Lindsay is going to, their punter is going to line up at about the 28-yard line. So Wolves could get some decent field position here with a nice return. Nice punt. So it's going to be fair caught by Eidelman. He's going to get it at about the 20-yard line. So Wolves aren't unable to pick up positive yardage on that punt, but at least they get the ball back on a 3 and out.
We hold them on a 3 and out, and you know, I'm going to say kudos to the guys who were attacking the punter because they got real close.
They did get real close. And then I got afraid they were going to hit him after he punted.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going with that. Able to stop themselves from hitting him and getting that dumb penalty. You know, I hate calling it that, but that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
So good job by the – I would like to see us burn up the rest of this quarter, a good chunk into the next corner, and go down and score right here.
Exactly right.
Long, methodical drive.
So 2:24 to go in the third quarter. Parker back in at quarterback in the flex bone. Parker's going to keep it again out on the edge. This time, not a whole lot there. Pick up of about 1. So now is when you start seeing a shift back towards that fullback dive. You know, so they're starting to read the quarterback now.
Yeah, you got to go back to your
bread
and butter with
you go back to that fullback dive, or you start running the option where the pitch is out on the edge, or underneath on a counter.
Now that especially their hands are on their waist, I expect to start seeing a lot of the Rawls brothers.
So 2nd and 9 now, ball on the 25-yard line. Oh, high snap. Wolves going to have to fall on it.
There is a flag thrown.
There is a flag. High snap goes over the quarterback's head. Quarterback is lucky to be able to recover that. There is a flag down. Let's see where that flag is.
I'd be okay with an offsides here.
Holding
it's
offense.
holding
So
on the offense. I'd imagine they decline it here.
okay, they are the quarterback or the coach is motioning to decline the penalty.
I'd be okay if he accepted it because we'd get the replay down and only
We
use
would,
5
you
yards.
bet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm all for that if you'd like to go
Yeah.
ahead and accept that.
Yeah.
Instead of us facing a third and about 20, let's see what this can be. Third and about 25.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a lot of really good plays for third and 25.
Not many.
So we might get to see the ball get put into the air here.
And Mr. Morse isn't up here to see it.
I know it. That's what I'm saying. Now, I don't know that that's going to happen, but we'll see. Option out on the edge this time to the Lane Rawls. He's going to pick up a few. It's going to obviously not going to be enough. We're going to have to punt the ball here. But at least we picked up a little bit more room to get the ball off. Gain of 5 there.
Yeah, and I'm here to say do not fake this. Just punt the ball away and let's go play defense. I think our defense has done really well the last couple of series. So
the punter is going to line up at about the 3-yard line. So he's going to be punting from his 3. Ooh, a little bit better snap. Kind of went off the side of his foot here. It's going to bounce. Ooh, nice bounce. It's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, gets it back to closer to midfield. It looked like when he punted it, it was almost going to go out of bounds.
I thought it was going to be a shank,
but it ends up hanging down that line. A little draw on the tee box there for Lane Rawls.
Nice Davis bounce at the end of it.
Yeah. So.
So 1st and 10, they're going to mark it at the 49-yard line. So Wolves have had a good second half. They got to keep that up here. Other than that one drive, obviously,
right.
But again, that was a short field after the turnover. So nice run that time by the Lindsay tailback. Gain of about 8 on that first down run.
See Levi Baxter going back in, getting a little breather from Mitchell Garrison helping out. But,
Stewie.
Little Stewie Griffin.
8 yards. 2nd and 2 for the Wolves, 43.
So 2nd and 2 from the 43-yard line. So play calls coming in from the sidelines here, and they're letting that clock. It looks like they're going to let the clock run all the way down and
go
start
into the fourth quarter.
Just like that, that's the end of the third quarter. 14-14 ball game. So we are now in the fourth quarter, tie ball game. Wolves able to tie it up and get the 2-point conversion. So, much like last year, it looks like it's going to come down to the end of the game.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the way of this ball game the last 2, 3, 4 years. But I think the momentum is going our way. I feel like it is. I know that they did just hold us to 3 and out, but I think our defense has played much, much better the last couple of series.
Well, and if you notice defensively, they walked their outside linebackers up and outside, so they spread out. They're trying to stop us from being able to run that edge play basically on both sides. So that's going to open something up in the middle of the field if we're able to kind of punch through that initial line of scrimmage. So here we go, defense. Been a pretty good game for the defense. We need that to continue. Lindsay on the Davis 43-yard line facing a 2nd and 2. 3 receivers to one side. They're going to hand off to that tailback. He's going to pick up the first down again. Nothing real tricky there, but he's right at the stick. Played a little bit better by the defense. So 1st and 10 now for the Leopards. Ball's going to be spotted at the 40-yard line. Davis 40.
1st and 10, Lindsay. First and 10 from the Wolves 40.
So first and 10 for Lindsay. Quarterback drops back to pass. He's gonna just kind of roll through. He sees the lane, picks up some good positive yardage. Kind of lost containment there. Had him in his pocket, and he kind of able to kind of squeeze out of there. Gains about 8 yards on that first down play. Ball's at the 32-yard line now. 2nd and 2 for Lindsay. Lindsay still in the 2 receivers each side shotgun formation. Handoff goes to number 8. Held that time by 22. Able to pick up the first down, but kind of drug Drew Parks there for a little bit. So first and 10 now for the Leopards. And again, when they can pick up that 8 yards on first down, it makes the 2nd and 3rd down much more manageable, especially with that number 8, who's been a good back for him. He's had a lot of carries. So first and 10 now on the Davis 26-yard line. Handoff goes back to 8. Nice cut there to make the first guy miss. Rolls or spins, makes another guy miss. So a gain of about 4 on that. Ball's at the 22-yard line. So Davis trying to keep their guys up front fresh, but you can see some of them kind of putting their hands on their hips now too. You know, it's been a lot of snaps. Handoff's going to go back to 8, and again, this is not going to be tricky at this point.
No,
they're going to run 8 until we stop him.
Turnabout's fair play because that's exactly what we would do if the roles were reversed right now. So
first and 10 now for Lindsay at the Davis 15-yard line. 14-14 ball game. 9:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Pistol look this time for the Leopards. Handoff just goes back to number 8. Again, not as much this time, just a couple yards on that carry. Gain of about 1.5. So that's going to be a 2nd 9, gain of 1. Ball's at the 14. So
going to have to see somebody kind of like Justin did earlier, get in there, take his feet out from under him, slow him down enough that you can get help up there to make that tackle.
So 8 back underneath. There we go. They kind of put a guy in motion, hoping to get the defense to follow the motion man and hand back underneath. He's met in the backfield that time, so it's going to be a loss on that. Gavin Moore that time with the tackle for a loss.
Good, solid play, staying at home, following the ball, and making a good tackle there by Gavin Moore.
So 3rd and 10 now. Quarterback rolls out, looking to throw the ball downfield. Oh, interception, just like that. Nice coverage that time. Justin Eidelman undercuts the receiver, intercepts the ball.
Again, they know that guy is looking at one receiver, and they follow his eyes and just say, okay, throw it, and I'm going to go get it. And that's exactly what Justin did right there.
So, Bobby, good for us, but Lindsay did what my pet peeve is, which is run the ball down our throat all the way down to the 15-yard line and then try and throw the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
So, good for us.
Good for us, and I'm perfectly content with if they wanted to stop doing what was working for them, and now we end up with the ball.
So Davis 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. I think we just jumped off sides.
It'd be a false start.
False start,
looks like on Lane. Lane getting a little.
Yep, got a little antsy. Now this is where we got to be careful, because now we are actually on almost on the goal line here, the 1 foot line basically. Looks like it's gonna be marked at the 1 yard line, so be 1st and about 13 now.
He lives, Brad.
He does live. Okay, there he is. Getting nervous about you down there. Handoff goes to the see who got it there. I couldn't even tell.
Yeah, I can't even see.
There was nothing really open for him at all. It was in Lane Rawls was a carry.
Like
maybe got 1 on that. Got 1 back, but we need to pick up some, or we're going to have to be punting out of the back of our end zone, which is not what we want to do.
Second down.
So 2nd and 12.
What I miss? No, I saw everything.
Second and 11 from the 3.
So from the quarterback back under center. He's got a little room to run. Nice run that time by Parker. Fakes the Rawls.
Not a whole lot on that play, 3, 4.
Gave us a little more room.
A little more room if, we don't pick up this one here, but,
Gain of 6. So
Okay,
unfortunately, we had it was a 1st and 12. So
Right.
now we're facing a 3rd and about 6 or 7. So big down right here. We need to keep this ball moving. 3rd and 7. Parker still in at quarterback. Oh, no. Ball is in the air, and they just scored a touchdown on it. Handoff attempt.
They're gonna say he was down.
He was short.
Yeah, just short of the end zone. But what happened there?
So it looked like the handoff. It was a bad handoff. The ball went up in the air, and the Lindsay defender caught it out of the air.
Okay. It was all really quick. I couldn't really even see what happened.
So again, terrible outcome here. The third turnover of the Wolves had this game now is going to put Lindsay at their 1-yard line, 1st and goal. So Lindsay lining up in a tight formation. High snap for them. He's going to be brought down for a loss. So high snap.
I mean, that's the second antsy snap you've seen for either side.
Yep.
Inside the 5-yard line.
So it looks like it's going to go back to about the 4-yard line. So loss of 3 on that. 6:26 to go in this ball game. This clock is going quick now. Both teams decide they're going to keep the ball on the ground, which it's going to make this clock move.
I'm okay if they want to, go ahead and go back to what didn't work for them right
That'd
here.
be okay. So again, back in the same formation right here. Quarterback's just going to hand off to number 8. Number 8 is in the end zone. That's a touchdown.
All right, so regroup. You had momentum. We can get, just keep going.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that was actually the second play I've seen where it looked like our defense was kind of lost and trying to scramble to get to places. So hopefully they'll get that figured out.
So extra point attempt here. Kick is up. It is blocked, so it's no good. Blocking it there is number 5, Jake Britt.
He got really close earlier.
He did. He was unblocked that time, and that guy had no chance of getting that off.
Yeah, I think he got so close last time. He knew if I go absolutely as fast as I can and lay out for this one, I can get this. And that's exactly what he did right there. Kudos to Jake for going to get that block. So let's go down, score, and kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead.
There we go. So 20-14 now. Lindsay leading with 6:03 to go. Wolves set to receive this kickoff. Again, that's what I'd like to see right here. 6 minutes left in the game. Let's go on a 6-minute drive and score. Leave very little time left and kick that extra point to win the game.
Yeah, I'm all for that philosophy right here. I'm not sure what you saw. Parker obviously upset with a couple of players as they were coming off after that extra point. So I don't know if maybe from that defensive mishap or
I think
whatever,
it was the defensive play the play before because there was obviously some confusion on the defense on that one. 8 was able to get in the end zone, and there was a lane very open for him. We had a couple guys running around like they didn't know what their assignment was.
Right.
So again, 6:03 to go in the ball game. Back deep for the Wolves, you've got number 30, Brendan Rawls, and number 20, Cody Caraway. So Lindsay, again, with this kind of odd where they load up about 80% of their guys. Well, now they're going to spread it out a little bit. Okay, so they're going to get in a traditional kicking. Again, after Rawls was able to get that one back down that other sideline, they are going to kick. It's going to be caught by number There we go. Caught by number 19.
T.J. Scott.
T.J. Scott gets the ball down to the 40-yard line. Nice recovery that time. He kind of lost it on the initial trying to field the ball.
Picked it up, saw some open grass, and picked up what he could. Held onto the ball after that. So
Davis will now have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line, trailing 20-14 with 5:57 to go in the ball game.
First and 10 Wolves at the 40.
So Eidelman goes into motion. Quick pitch out on the edge.
Go, Brendan.
Got some
Go,
blockers
Brendan.
out in front of him. Brendan is able to pick up about 6 on that carry.
That was good blocking on the outside by the
set
Wolves.
that
Getting around the
edge.
corner, set the edge,
Yep.
make it happen.
Eidelman there, lead back for him. After Eidelman went into motion, they just kind of fell behind him there and ran that quick pitch out.
Yep.
Parker's still in at quarterback. Ball's going to be spotted at the 46-yard line. So about 6 yards on that first down play. Seven goes in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it out on the edge. He's going to pick up a first and some.
Gets out there.
Oh, fumbled at the end. He fumbled at the end.
He wasn't on the ground? I thought he was on the ground, guys.
I could not tell, but yep, they're calling Lindsay
See,
ball.
I could have sworn that Jake Parker was on the dirt when he coughed that up.
So anyway it works, that'll be the 4th turnover for the Wolves. Lindsay will now take over on their own 42-yard line, and like that, we're going to need a stop now.
Yeah.
5 minutes to go in the ball game. We know 8's going to get the ball. They're going to eat as much of this clock as they can.
You're going to see a heavy dose of number 8 up the middle, running the clock. So somebody's going to have to make something happen here for these Wolves late in this game.
So ball control obviously an issue in this game for our Wolves. 8 with the handoff, and again, there's can't let him pick up 6 yards on first down.
He gets up ahead of steam. He's definitely gonna make some yards.
Kind of lost containment outside there on that one. It's going to bring up a 2nd and about 3. Ball at midfield. And again, go back to the exact same play, and again, same result, about 7 yards on that carry. So we're seeing some substitutions now, and that may be from somebody getting collapsed there on that outside edge again.
Yeah, that was Kobe England coming off the field. Hopefully, maybe, in fact, he hadn't been out here in a couple of weeks. Hopefully he'll get back into his full swing. 1st and 10 now for Lindsay at the Davis 42-yard line. High snap again. 8 this time is met in the backfield. Nice job that time. Trying to see who that was that got back there. Looked like 5 Jake Britt there. Again, super fast, unblocked, got in the way and just said, hey, you're going to have to go over me, and able to make that stop. Loss of 1. Now that clock continues to tick. Davis with the timeout. Yeah, call a timeout to stop the clock and at least give us a chance here. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 11 when we're back out there. Ball at the 42-yard line. So if this one gets away from us at the end, we're gonna be kicking ourselves for those 4 turnovers. Yeah, absolutely. They were real momentum killers. 4 turnovers, and you're only down 6 in this game. Have an opportunity to drive the field with under 6 minutes left, and are doing just that. Unfortunately, and obviously there's other plays. But turnovers are killers. I would imagine there's going to be quite a conversation on ball handling, over the next few days for these Wolves.
You know, ball security is something we've struggled with a little bit this year. We have had some turnovers in games.
Second and 11 from the 43.
So
There we
again,
go.
there we go.
Jake Britt again. Oh,
That's what we want right there.
Jake Britt slows him down, and Justin Idleman's going to finish him off.
So if they're just going to run the ball, which it looks like they're content to do, you know, we're going to have to run blitz, which we've done the last 2 times, and it's worked very well.
Yeah, Coach Parker out and quick, call a timeout with 3:37 to go in the ball game. Going to bring up about a third and 15.
Third and 15. So you got to figure they're going to, you know, I would think they'd put the ball in there here trying to pick up the first down, but I don't know. After that last interception and trying to eat what they can off this clock.
We've already burned a couple of timeouts, so if they run the ball here, they either force us to burn our last timeout or we have to let the clock run down and put us down to, close to 2 minutes to go in this ball game and then force us to try to go score then. So my call in that situation would be obviously to run the ball, but that may be the Davis speaking out at me a little bit.
Well, and I think that's what we're going to see. I don't think they're going to throw it. I think they will. They're going to let 8 run the ball on a draw.
If he's willing to throw it up there and let somebody else go get it again, I'm perfectly okay with it, especially with the way our secondary is played.
In the second half especially.
In the second half, yeah. That first quarter we saw quite a bit of yards given up to those little passes and stuff, and the second half, just like you said, Brad, the secondary sucked that space up and made some great plays and forced some turnovers.
For a break ball game next Thursday evening at Marlow.
So 3rd and 14 now for quarterback drops back to pass. They are going to throw, and he's going to pick up the first down. He is out in a again. We just completely lost him out of the backfield.
Yep.
First down now.
That's going to put it really, really tough to pull this ball game out. We're going to have a turnover of some kind. I think we still have 1 timeout, if I'm not mistaken.
I think we've got one.
I believe so.
But
1st and 10, Lindsay now at the 28-yard line. Nice play call that time by Lindsay. Again, nothing. Nothing.
Quarterback's
going to keep this time.
8 ball on the carry.
Even fooled Mr. Mapes. He just called the wrong individual.
Inside the 25.
So timeout again by the Wolves. 3:14 to go.
This is where I would expect to see a heavy dose of 8, trying to eat up as much clock as they can.
2nd and 5. They get one more first down. That's ball game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would assume it would be if they're running the clock.
Yep. Can we get our clock operators to kind of go like last week's, maybe?
I hope so.
Help us out a little bit?
They were at the game, so maybe they learned from it.
Yeah.
So Lindsay 2-3 on the year, looking to go even up their record 3-3. Wolves 4-1. Actually, that is Wolves are 4-1. Trailing here, if they're unable to win this one, they'll move to 4-2.
And tough loss. If we're unable to pull this one out, tough loss tonight, and a really tough game ahead of us next week.
That's right.
On the road at Marlow.
Most people think Marlow's the best in the district, top 3 in the state, so it'll be a tough one to win. And they're going to score right here. 8's going to just cut it back in, and he's going to get in the end zone. So just like that, they're going to add another touchdown with just under 3 minutes to go. And that may have been by design. We may have said let them score. I don't like that philosophy.
I don't.
I don't think that is what happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's anything that I could ever see Davis doing. So I've seen it happen before.
Yep.
But I just don't see that being a Davis Wolves playbook.
So sometimes a team will let a team score, try and score, and then kick onside, see if they can get the ball back one last time. So they're going to go for 2 right here. Quarterback's going to roll out, nice job that time by 34, Justin Eidelman, to tap that pass away. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So it's now 26-14, so a 12-point game. So 3:08 to go in the ball game.
And I'm gonna be honest. I know for Mr. Morris and I, this is gonna leave a bad taste in our mouth, just because.
Well, for any Davis fan that has watched this Lindsay series, Lindsay's has won twice as many games against Davis. It's somebody that we've really struggled with, and to me, it's almost inexplainable sometimes.
Yeah, it seems to be like games that we should win, but for whatever reason, they just seem to have our number, and
they run an offense we don't. They run an offense we don't see a lot, and that's something we struggle with.
And it's something that's definitely foreign to Davis, so it's not something it's hard to practice against when you're not used to running it anyway.
Right. Well, and if they throw the ball enough that when they see our scout team, we don't throw the ball. So it's one of those things. It's hard to simulate in practice.
Yep.
But again, Lindsay leading 26-14 with 3:08 to go in the ball game. The other thing that we didn't talk about is Lindsay moving out of our district next year. So
they are.
This will be the nice squib kick, bounces off one of our players. We are able to field it, and it's going to be Davis ball at about the 43-yard line.
Recovered by number 50, Mason Tomlinson.
Tomlinson there on the recovery. That squib kick. First and 10 from the 43-yard line.
Looks as if number 6,
Luke Linville
is going to go in and take the snaps.
Yep, he is. It looks like Linville. You also have Hammonds in there, so I'm not sure exactly. Hammonds may be in at receiver. Let's see where he lines up.
He is going to line up at receiver.
So this is the first time we were in the pistol with 2 receivers to each side. Linville in at quarterback. We know anybody that's watched Luke over the years is he's a really good throwing quarterback. Oh, and just like that, he almost threw it to the other team.
So ends up falling incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass. Again, lots of pressure that time up
front.
They
were all in his grill.
He had no chance to get that one off. So 2nd and 10 for the Wolves now after that incomplete pass. That looked a whole lot like the one that Jake had intercepted down on the other end. Low snap. Linville's going to get the ball away. Interception.
Just overthrew Cody.
Caraway was the intended receiver. It's intercepted.
Snapped it out of there. The ball was moving.
It was a snap throw. Kind of looked like he was not quite set. He had pressure in his face.
So Luke has he's been battling a little bit of an injury, a little bit of a sore back, and I'll tell you what, he is not moving around real well out there either. I don't know that's why that one airmailed on him, but I could see that being a factor on it.
I would expect to see somewhat of a victory formation here for Lindsay.
Yeah.
2:59 to go in the ball game. I don't think you're going to see it, but I think they're going to run the ball on us. So, and that's exactly what happens.
Bad taste.
Yeah, I know I'm familiar with some of that sideline, and it bothers me.
So almost 3 minutes left in the game. I could see them running it, down under 2 minutes and then kind of take the victory formation at that point. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. Again, that clock continues to tick off here. So 26-14, Lindsay in the lead, 2:25 to go, and we're going to need something pretty miraculous here if the Wolves are going to pull this game out. High snap, ball's on the ground, 8 just falls on it. Davis out of timeout, so they're going to, we're just going to have to they're going to run the clock, and we're going to have to try and get the ball back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
know if you guys noticed that last play, a couple of linemen really went after number 3.
Malachi White.
Malachi
Yeah,
White.
I did notice that.
Third and 12 from the 50.
There we go. Tackled. Nice job wrapping up his legs there by number 5, Jake Britt.
On the carry.
Again, the Wolves they got some good experience tonight. You know, they saw a different offense. I think they learned from it in the second half. They came out much better in coverage, which I think is going to pay dividends down the road for them. 4th and 11 now. A little over a minute left here in the ball game. They're going to let it go all the way down to about 45 seconds, I think, here. Just like that, we've got a timeout by Lindsay, and then they're gonna. I'm assuming they're gonna punt the ball here. So 46 seconds to go in the ball game. Lindsay leading 26-14.
You know, while we got a second here, you know, we always try to pick a player of the game. This one's kind of tough. We have had 4 turnovers. You know, so a couple of people had good games, good bright sides, but some downsides too. The one person I'm going to speak of that I feel like did, you know, play pretty well most of the game is going to be Jake Britt. I feel like, you know, Jake Britt played well, had the block field goal, almost had 2 of them. Guys, I don't know about you, how y'all feel about it, but I would actually pick Jake Britt for our Wolf Media player of the game.
I like it.
I would take Jake, you know, even, you know, aside from the special teams play, the defensive play. He's been in the backfield.
Yep.
He's been making plays.
Honorable mention got to be Justin Ottoman on the pick.
For sure.
So.
Punter's back deep at the 40-yard line. Wolves
almost
brought
got
a little
that
pressure.
one too.
He shanked that one out of bounds. No, he did not. It went into the end zone though, so it's going to be a touchback. For some reason, I thought that was headed towards the sideline, but it was a weird angle.
It's kind of like the way that Lane Rawls kick earlier.
Yeah.
A little bit of a draw to it. Almost looks like it hangs out over the sideline and comes back a little bit.
So let's see who comes out in quarterback here. This time you're going to have, looks like it's going to be Hammonds back out at quarterback here. Again, I know that was a tough series for for 6.
For Luke Linville, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, he will learn from that.
Oh, yeah.
Hammonds is in at quarterback. It's going to be a hand up just straight up the middle here. Should have one more play go off here, and that'll probably be ball game. So Lindsay is going to even up their record at 3-3. Davis is going to fall to 4-2. Big game next week on Thursday. It is a Thursday game during fall break against the Marlowe Indians.
Marlowe
Outlaws. I don't know why I said Indians. I was like, that's
like the Colgate Tigers.
Yeah,
Colgate
same one.
Tigers versus the Marlowe Indians.
There we go. Marlowe Indians.
Yep.
So there we go.
Thursday night game, fall break. I hope to be with you guys, but I may be out that game. I may be going to venture and be with my mother-in-law who's dealing with some sicknesses and stuff. So shout out to her if she's able to watch this game tonight. You get to spend time with me. I look forward to it.
Exactly right. That'll be spectacular. So everybody be careful going home this evening.
Yep.
I appreciate you listening and kind of working with us as we encountered some issues tonight, but we will be back next week on Thursday.
Last thing, Boomer Sooner.
Boomer Sooner is correct.
OU
It
Texas.
is that time. OU Texas tomorrow.
Folks are on a bye week, so fine.
So, all right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening to the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. This was Brad Bentley, Bobby Alexander, Jared Morris, and our statistician, Boyd Fulton, out there. Thanks again for all you do, man.
And shout out to Duncan Harness down on our
sideline
sideline
report.
report.
Great job,
right.
Duncan.
Okay,
You guys have a good. We'll see y'all
you
next
guys
week.
next week.
Bye-bye.